Support the adventures of Change in Stone by visiting patreon.com/terriblewarriors. Howdy. I knew you'd be back. You just had to hear another tale, didn't you? Another chapter in that sordid history. Well, last we left our heroes, we believed they'd gotten themselves into a brawl. One of them's been shot. Oh, they've gotten out of worse. But what they've got coming in front of them, ain't no one got out of that before. Ain't no one. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? Chapter 3. The Adventures of Change in Stone, or as I like to call them, the Terrible Warriors.
We're back with episode 3 of Deadlands, The Adventures of Change in Stone. And on a somber note, once again, we are dedicating this episode and this campaign to the memory of Margaret Fitzgerald, the mother of one of our founding Edmonton Terrible Warriors, Shane Fitzgerald. And our most profound condolences, and our hearts go out to Shane. He's spending time with his family right now, and we're going to give the big lug a good hug when he comes back, and
he will be back.
He will be back. The whole situation resulted in him not winding up with the training transfer that we thought he was going to get. In fact, that actually came up the day after it was announced on the show. So Shane will be back, and we got more stuff ahead of us. But moving into this game, into our third episode, I am joined with
Will Mitchell
and Wes Gunn, the 404s.
Where did we leave off, guys?
If I recall correctly, I was unconscious on the floor in the midst of a bar fight.
That's right, a former Confederate cavalry officer pulled you off a balcony when you tried to kick him off after you tried to kill him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, in my defense, that guy's a piece of shit, and he besmirched the memory of my beloved dog, Rufus.
I forgot to write down Rufus.
Good dog.
He's the best dog.
As you will see, if you go over to patreon.com/terriblewarriors and sign up, I believe it's $5 a month, just $5. Among other things, you'll get to see the GM notes, where you get to see all of the little things I'm writing down every time these guys mention something. And it's slowly turning into a thing. We may eventually have to return to this game just because of the sheer amount of stuff that's coming out of it.
I would love to see the same game, but like the futuristic Mad Max one. Like, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah,
Well, where you guys are frozen?
Yeah.
Where you're shoved through a time portal? Where Doc Brown finally invents a way out of Hill Valley?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just like Archer Vice, where they get bored and we just go into like that.
Yeah,
Or Archer Vice! So you are going to cut back to your hotel. You slap Wade across the face a couple times, throw some water in his face. He wakes up. Will, I'm going to give you half your wind back.
Thank you.
There's the pen.
Much obliged.
You still feel like crap, and you lost your 6-shooter.
Where's Petunia?
Oh, the gun?
Yeah, my gun.
Pen.
Did I grab his gun? I would have grabbed his gun.
No, you were a bit busy grabbing him with one hand and holding your gun with the other.
No, that's fair. I'm like, I didn't grab it. You did fall through a table in the middle of a bar fight.
Yeah, I've had better entrances.
You gonna knock on the door?
Ooh. One eyeball with a little latch thing over.
So let's see here. Through like the keyhole?
Yeah.
Keyhole is gonna get you a mid-chest area of a woman's dress. Jonathan Change, open up, you big lummox.
I open the door.
Yeah, it's Madame Serena.
Serena, come on in.
She sachets primly into the room. She's got her hat on. You definitely recognize the scent of the perfume that she's wearing as someone who'd been in your room earlier. She looks like she knows the exact layout of this room. She picks
you where the bourbon is, and she's already getting the.
Yeah, bourbon. Exactly. Yeah. Well, you boys have made a mess of things. Incidentally, she reaches into her handbag. takes out, using a handkerchief to hold the handle of Will's Colt Peacemaker and places it gently in your hand.
Thank you, man.
Wipes off her hands with the handkerchief, looks at the handkerchief for a second, leaves it on the bar, and then helps herself to some bourbon. Wade Stone, what made you think that you were going to do a damn fool thing like that?
Well, my initial plan was to talk the friggin' bastard out back, see what I could get out of him.
You know better than to draw a gun on Simon Calhoun.
Well,
That is not a man that you bluff easy.
no, it certainly is not.
What?
She takes a sip of her bourbon, offhandedly pours a glass, hands it to Will, does not hand Wes a glass of it.
Still mad about that, about your whorehouse, are you?
Mad does not even begin to describe what I feel.
And it was a burlesque.
Regarding, thank you, Mr. Stone, about the unfortunate happenings at my burlesque house.
Perhaps to conserve on all the talking, what with the orchestra in my skull. Miss Serena, what do you know of the pretty redhead that Mr. Calhoun was spending his night tormenting?
Olive, yeah, she ain't exactly a bright one, but I told her that is not a man that you want to pick up. Leave him to someone else, and she did not listen.
Well, perhaps her listening skills were put to use while she was spending her time with him. Might tell us where he went.
Well, that is something that I think that we could have definitely learned if someone hadn't stuck, and her voice is deliberately raising at you,
And he winces.
his gun into the man's head instead of following him like he probably should have.
Well, Serena, that was the plan, but then I saw him and my blood got up and he killed my dog.
You should have put that dog down years ago.
Hey, Rufus was a good dog.
Rufus didn't have no teeth. What kind of dog ain't have no teeth?
The best coon hound in the whole county.
Exactly. Hashtag best coon killing hound in the whole county. I think that's too long.
No, that's way too long. It's probably a hashtag like remember Rufus.
Yeah. Somewhere there was an episode like the sad scruffy episode from Futurama
Exactly.
involving Rufus.
Yes.
Well, where would Oliver run off to? Unless you happen to know where Calhoun ran off to.
I do not know where Calhoun has gone, but I have heard some mighty strange things coming out of that mine.
Have you now?
Ghost Rock does that, I hear.
Ghost Rock does that, but apparently they hit a mighty big vein of it. Call it vein number 6.
Indeed.
Most of the Ghost Rock they've been pulling up, and you well know, has been Ghost Rock, low-grade Ghost Rock, a whole lot of low-grade Ghost Rock, cut with veins of silver and gold. But this here one, they say, is the genuine article. It is pure.
Huh. You wouldn't happen to know the way to this vein number 6 now, would you, Miss Serena?
Well, I might know that.
And what's it gonna cost us?
This time.
Well, boys. Oh, my. I reckon that y'all owe me another burlesque. And I think there's plenty of money in Ghost Rock there to go around.
I see. So you're hoping that as part of our recovery efforts, a certain percentage of Mr. Bliss's proceeds may fall off the back of a train car.
Train car, wagon, stagecoach, I don't much care what it falls off the back of.
Oh, she's not choosy.
So long as she knows where. It's very gracious of her.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, well, she's only asked us to commit a federal crime, after all.
I ain't crying if no one gets caught, Shug.
It's done worse.
You'd say stealing from someone as despicable as Harlan Bliss might in fact be a victimless crime.
Yeah, the lady's got a point, Chance.
Yeah. Change. My name's Change.
I just crashed through an oak table.
Anyways, fine. You get us the information. We'll see you get a cut.
She offers you her hand.
I graciously take the hand and kiss it.
Stone goes for a hand, but, like, misses.
He kind of bats you away. You ain't just concussed now, Shug. You're drunk.
How can you tell?
Because he's always drunk.
Not quite always, miss. There's about 20 minutes when I wake up.
Vampire.
Where?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way. All right.
Well, might so happen that I got a fellow over there who seems to be under the impression that he's in love with me.
I can't imagine what would give him that idea.
I can't imagine either, but, once he gets in his cups, who can tell what a man will think? And I might just be able to get y'all into that site, maybe a little inspection, maybe his worker or something like that.
Whatever works.
That'd be mighty kind of you, Miss Serena.
All right, well, you two stay here. Don't go pulling guns on no one.
Not at all, miss. Not at all.
And if it all falls out, we'll meet back at the Bucket of Blood.
Pick a better name for the next bar you open.
Hey, I didn't open it, Shug. I just run the bar there.
All right.
And she sachets on out.
Closes the door.
Yeah.
All right. So where's the hitch?
Hopefully I hitch her later tonight.
That'll be the day.
Yeah.
Not a single time has Miss Serena's plans with us gone so smooth as proposed.
Well, I don't know. The running away from the Texas
Mojave.
Rattler worked out quite well.
Yeah.
I don't know why she had us dress in those dresses in the first place, but...
Yeah. Did you ever happen to notice that they were pink dresses?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were white originally. That's why we were smelling bacon. We were fucking bait,
Oh,
man.
damn it all. Anyways, we have no choice here.
Yeah, I don't see it cutting any other way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, not much we're going to be able to do to prepare. She's going to get us in. It's just a matter of...
Hurry up and wait.
Yep. And seeing if there's any more medicine in that there liquor cabinet.
That looks very well stocked to me.
Okay, so you start pawing through the liquor cabinet. There's another knock on the door.
I go and I look.
A man in a bellhop's uniform.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Well, sir, on the way out, the lady said she'd bring you up some food. Got a bit of grub for you.
Much obliged.
Wait a minute. Where the hell were you when we were bringing in our bags?
I was running food to other rooms, sir.
All right.
Yep.
Apologize.
Open up the door.
Yep.
Okay. He pushes in a cart. It's got a silver tray on it.
Scrutinize.
Give me a roll.
That is 5d12.
Holy crap.
Jeebus.
You've got stats up the butt.
Well, remember, his character's primarily an investigator.
All right, so far the best we got is
2-8.
That's 2 9s, so 2.
Well, that's an 11. Let's see if you roll one more die. Let's see if you get a 12.
Nope.
Okay.
11.
That, you're starting to look at it as he's turning to leave. And what really hits your scrutinize is that man did not ask you for a tip. And then you're sniffing and you start lifting the lid. And underneath the lid is like 4 sticks of dynamite with a timer on them.
Oh!
As the guy starts booking it down the hallway.
All right. Who's quicker, me or you?
I can guarantee you it's Wes.
With quick draw. What?
I can get 2 W names. Guarantee you it's Will because he has 2d12 in quickness.
Yeah, and quick draw is only for getting weapons out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta throw this dynamite at this guy.
I gotta throw it out of here. Those are the people staying in this place,
yeah.
and I'm heroic.
Yeah, you definitely you ain't throwing it at him. You're at most throwing it out the window.
He's definitely pitching it out the window.
You have about 5 or 6 seconds.
Grabbing it and out the window.
Give me a roll.
I got a 10.
Okay. Yeah, you grab it, you hurl it out the window, it explodes, it blows out both the windows on your room that are facing the street.
Of course.
It blows out a bunch of the hotel's windows. Everybody looks up. It thankfully explodes in the air.
Yeah.
If you'd rolled below an 8, it was going to explode when it hit the ground. And it blows you both off your feet. You take 3 wind damage. Wes, you take 1.
Makes sense. I was closer to the window.
You're hiding behind a bed. And you're both temporarily a bit deafened.
Yeah, so...
After him! Yeah, I just don't even think. I've got the damn gun out. I'm gonna wipe this guy up at this point.
Okay, let's make some initiative rolls. Okay, 13. Okay.
I got an 11.
Best I got was a 4.
Okay, well, you're drawing 1, you're drawing 3. 2.
It's worse and worse for
Man, I
me.
remember this during my fight.
I'm still not drawing that badly. Okay, wow. All right, Wes is going first with the red joker.
Oh, you mean Will?
Will, wow, this is gonna...
It's all good. Stone is going first.
There we go. Stone is going first. Now, mind you, it's going to take you an action to be able to get your head together and get out of the room, because you took some more damage, and you did kind of take an explosion and flying glass to the face.
Yeah, so I'll spend an action. Stone spends an action shaking his head. He, pulls the even more, constantly more battered remains of his hat down over his brow.
And you can just kind of stumble out of the room.
And stumbles out of the room, crashes into the door across the way, which, as he moves away from it, it opens up, and some confused guy sticks his head out.
100%. And you're just like, get back here!
Get back here, you lily-livered saboteur!
He's going to go on his...
use that right?
On his... Wow, okay, you actually get another action before he does.
Oh, hell.
On your jack.
Well, continuing with my proud tradition of jumping into things like an idiot, I think...
Keep in mind, you are still at that -3. I'll make it a -2 just so it doesn't... we'll keep your initiative as is.
Gotcha. I kind of want to just, tackle him, because, he's running down the stairs. I'm higher on the stairs.
He's running down the hallway. He's got enough of a lead on you that you need to spend another action just keep catching up with him at this point.
Oh. Well, then I'm going to shoot him in the leg, fingers crossed.
Make a roll.
Okay, so that's 3d10s, and another 3 because it's my pistol. Oh, yeah!
Oh, that's a lot of 10s. Okay, do you want to see if you roll any more 10s?
Of course I do.
No, and then roll one more.
Oh, 2 more. Because I've got 6 D10s together.
Okay, roll those 2d10. Let's see. That they both came up 10 again.
Oh, my God. So, 25. Call a doctor.
One sec. Let me just figure out how many. 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Now, that's the good news. You want to wing him in a leg. You're going to take a penalty for that one. It's functionally not going to matter, because -2, so it's 23.
Yeah.
So, 10, 15, 20. So you only get 3 raises.
Only.
You are definitely going to hit this guy in the leg for 3d6. I'm going to give you an extra d6 just because you rolled so well.
Very kind. I got a 10.
That'll trip him up, certainly. He is... That's gonna... Yeah. It plants him on his face. Or at least, it hits him in the leg and he hits a wall. And he's gonna kind of turn around.
Yeah.
He's going to attempt to draw his gun.
Can I yell something at him while he's getting ready to do that?
Sure.
Boy, if you want to see your next birthday, I'd keep that pea shooter where it is.
Well, he fumbles with his weapon because he didn't make a 5.
Nice.
5d6. The hired gun does not make a 5.
I use dynamite.
Well, there is that. And that's his 10. On his 9, he's going to attempt to flee. See how he does on his -1. Well, he runs, his run is much more of a stumble now. And then on the 4, we'll see if he actually goes anywhere. He rolled and drew really, really well for initiative. And then he's rolling for crap for everything else.
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense.
He's an NPC mook. He only gets D6s. Oh, there we go. There's some decent dice at least. He's going to round a corner and make for the stairs.
Okay.
He is trailing blood behind him, though.
Nice.
Wes, you can run after him to catch up.
I'm at the 3.
Oh, right. Well, oh God. Wes is just giving the entire table this death glare right now.
There's a moment I keep rolling like shit on my quickness, so...
Yep. So, what are you doing? You running after him?
Yeah, I'm not gonna let him get away.
Okay.
I suppose I have to spend the action to catch up to him, right?
Yeah. Give me a...
Nimbleness?
Yeah,
Deftness?
let's go nimbleness.
Nimbleness.
Do you have like a running or...
I'm not sneaking. Does it count as brawling or dodging?
No.
Certainly not climbing.
No.
Okay, so then just a D8. Oh, 3. Miserable. My -2 is a 1.
You start going after him, but once again, you took that hit pretty hard when you landed.
Yeah.
You definitely still got some pain. It's a little bit hard to catch your breath.
Yeah, all that smoke.
Plus, the explosion has just kind of thrown you off balance a little bit.
Yeah. Well, this could also be a time that horrible ghost that haunts me is going to decide to be a pain in my ass. Don't want you to forget about that.
Yeah, let's go with that. So the horrible ghost that haunts you, which is basically its name at this point, is going to take this opportunity to manifest. So, Wes, what you see is Stone takes a few steps, stumbles, and then this vaporous apparition just kind of grabs him and slams him against the wall.
God damn you, now's not the time!
You're on a 2.
And you got a guy running.
Yeah. And your partner is being attacked by a ghost.
Get the bellhop!
All right. So, let's take a... I'm going to take a...
Jump out the window as he runs out the front door.
That's what I'm kind of thinking, actually.
You're too high up to jump out, but you could probably snipe him as he runs out.
Well, as much as you can with a Gatling pistol. This is going to be really...
Keeping in the shit-throwing theme, chamber pot on the head?
Actually, I'm not actually going to aim to hit him. I'm going to, like basically when he comes out, like, row of bullets in front of him and then try and, like, overawe him.
Yeah.
Which is a thing on my character sheet.
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, with a lot of D10s.
Yeah, 60 10s.
Okay, give me a roll for it.
We're going to the D10s. There we go.
Not the best roll. 9.
Yeah, 9.
Okay, and he gets roll to resist. Didn't get a 5. Okay, so he is odd, which I actually have specific rules here.
This is capital A odd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, you basically rake the ground in front of him with bullets. As I try and figure out... I don't think I even bothered to write down what this... This is annoying. I actually thought that I had written down your ability to social attack someone. But I might not have. Oakley dokley. Oh, he's unnerved. Yeah. Okay, you didn't get a raise. So he is going to take a -4 penalty to his next action.
Okay.
You definitely bring him up short. Mm-hmm. And then we'll go into the next round.
Cool.
Okay.
There we go. Ooh, I got a 10.
I got a 2.
Okay, so Will, you draw 1. Wes, you draw 3.
There we go.
Oh.
King, a 9 of diamonds, and an 8.
You are going first on all your action, on all the actions.
I somehow imagine like a don't run, click click.
Yeah, it lets off a 3-round burst. You can fire it 4 times like that.
Okay. So that's shooting automatics, which is 6d8.
Okay, give me a roll.
All right, 1-8.
And one more.
Okay, so reroll that. So 9. Not bad.
Hit, not a raise, but it'll hit him.
Yeah. And what do I roll for that?
You're going to roll a d20 to see what your hit location is. You've got
This is actually the first time in this adventure I've shot this damn thing.
yeah.
Well, other than into the room.
5.
Okay, so
On
your
the chart, that's a what?
lower guts.
Okay.
Hit him in the gizzards.
And what do I roll for damage?
3d6.
3.
Basically, what would have happened if you'd rolled 1 higher, you would have gotten a raise, and for every raise, you get an additional hit with an automatic weapon.
Oh, okay. So that's
10?
10 points of damage.
Oh yeah, you're going to rake him. He takes another wound to the same place that he took it last time. Oh, that's unpleasant for him. But he was at -4 in his action, so he's actually only going on 1 card this round. Because that would have made him fail, because he only got a 7. Okie dokie then. What's your next action on 9?
God. I said fucking stop!
He hasn't even had a chance to figure out what's going on.
I'm just pissed off.
Okay,
He's trying to blow me up.
make another roll.
The D10s, I guess.
Well, it's your
Automatics, which is D8s, right?
right. So you're rolling your
I didn't do
your
a lot of
68.
I didn't do a lot of
68.
Change, we can't question hamburger.
Okay, so that's 3. So roll, yeah, and then one more. That's an 8. So 16,
Oh my
24, 32,
God. Bitch.
34. Okay, so let me just count.
Fuck.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh. Wes, you're going to hamburger this guy. You get 5 attacks. You get 5 damage rolls on him. So, no, hit location. Let's see where you hit him.
This guy's just gonna explode like the dude on Scanners.
10. I was
Okay,
really
so-
hoping for like right between the eyes.
First shot hits him in the stomach. Let's roll the next one. 11. Second shot's going to rake him across the arms. Roll again.
15.
Next shot's going to hit him in the upper gut. You're stitching up his chest at this point. Roll again. 7. You go back. You bring it back down. Roll once more. 3. And you end up hitting him in the legs. You literally just stitching him up and down at this point. So, roll me 3d6 and do it 5 times. So, remember to add them together each time.
Okay. So the first one is 10.
Okay.
Do you want me to do the other running total?
No. 10. Okay.
Yeah. And then
10.
10.
Okay.
6.
Okay, that's not going to kill him. And once more.
With feeling.
Okay, so you wing him a couple times. Then you just drill him up and down the chest, and he drops.
Yeah.
Because, let's see here, how much wind damage does he take? 6, 12, he's out. 11, 15, plus the stuff that he took earlier. That's 5, that's, okay, yeah, he's toast. He's down.
Now, is this the kind of game where he's like down and we could perhaps...
You are out of bullets now, by the way. I'm just going to say you are out of bullets after a rolled that amazing.
Yeah. I emptied everything in the chest
Yeah.
room.
Is this the kind of game where somebody can be lying there quivering, dying, and we can maybe have a last word with him?
You could try.
I think I'm gonna try.
You guys are gonna. Well, you
So I've still got that one action on a 4.
you run down to the ground floor.
Well, I think I pull myself down.
Oh God, Wes has another action.
Oh shit! Sorry, dude.
No, it's all good.
What are you gonna do? Throw the gun at him now?
No, I'm gonna like try and get down to him and like, who are you working for? Where is he?
Okay, you're gonna get down before Will, and yeah, sure. Make a I don't know, overall persuasion. Persuasion will do.
Yeah, that's 60-10 again.
Give it a roll.
Roll.
Wow, these starting level characters are badass.
When they need to be.
All right, we got
That's,
not so
eight,
much
that's
in that
9,
fight.
and then roll 2 more. Okay, 9. Yeah, that's gonna do it. And keep in mind, this man's coughing up blood at this point. Like, he took an additional level of damage to his gizzards because you pushed him over his wind track.
Yeah, it's shock that's keeping him alive.
Oh wait, I forgot you guys got one of those shots. Oh yeah, he is literally coughing up blood, and the fact that he fell into a street that's basically just dirt, shit, and mud is certainly not going to help him either in the long run. People are looking at you. They've cleared the street because they just heard the devil's whine, and then a man practically exploded in front of them.
Yeah.
Where is he? What does he want with the stone? Tell me!
Vein number 6.
Why?
He's gonna open the seal, and then he expires. And then, Will, you stumble onto the scene.
Stumbles on.
You can now actually hear things.
Did he give you anything?
Says he's gonna open the seal. Actually, and this comes into
You have a cult
knowledge.
Give me a roll.
I can roll 3d8 on that. Oh, sorry, is that right? Yeah, 4d8.
Yeah. I randomly went into my dice bag and pulled out any dice that I could and found what I needed. Give me one more.
Yeah, best rolls.
You know what? I mean, it's Ghost Rock. Ghost Rock does have what are occasionally known to be strange and arcane properties and uses. It could be a seal holding something back, or holding something down, or keeping people out of something.
I'm going to look around. What would this be? Basically, I want to see who is supposed to spot this. He was supposed to deliver the dynamite and then run. Surely they would have had somebody to make sure we were dead.
Give me a roll.
What would I roll for that?
Search.
Search. Beautiful. 3d8.
And then plus your attribute for it.
That is included.
Okay, yep.
I got a 5.
Okay. The problem is that everybody is staring at you now.
Yeah.
You kind of made a ruckus when you let off the entire clip of a Gatling pistol.
And then executed a teenager with it.
Yeah.
Also the dynamite.
Yeah, the dynamite kind of got people's attention first. Then someone leaning out a window and opening fire out of it, essentially with a machine gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Don't need to apologize to me.
Maybe apologize to the guy who basically doesn't have a torso at this point, but...
It's not bothering him none now.
We really are in that Game of Thrones territory.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is graphic violence.
Yeah. So yeah, but there's no... I don't see anybody slinking off or...
Not really, no.
Okay.
I will remind you guys, you do have your fate chips for challenges in the future.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I already used one.
It's true, you do.
Alright. All signs are pointing to Vein 6, and it's not like he doesn't know we're coming at this point.
Clearly.
And Madame Serena just kind of sachets up to you guys while you're in the street over a dead body. You two need to get out of the street, you idiots!
Yeah, that's...
Unless you want the law to rustle you.
I suppose we should make tracks. Good thing I got them horses.
Oh, thanks for that.
The horses shy, the horses bicker. Madame Serena punches it between the eyes, and it calms down. And you get on it.
Woman.
And you, it's like, I got a safe house on the edge of town. And you ride out, and it is not much of a safe house.
4 walls and a roof.
It literally is just 4 walls and a roof. There's a bed, there's like a old rusted out stove.
Nice.
And that's about it.
Homie. It's real nice of you.
Gets me what I want, so I might as well keep you to a bow, Shug. What was that all about?
Well, somebody had set to have us killed.
Huh.
That or else the hospitality at the Silver Dollar Hotel is not what it is reputed to be.
He said it was from you.
Okay, boys. When have I ever sent you up room service?
That's why we don't believe it's you.
Yeah. 2, why would I use dynamite?
No.
If I wanted either of you dead, I'd just kill you in your sleep.
That's real reassuring.
What's
I'd make it clean.
Again, the graciousness knows no limits. Listen, I need to have the ringing in my head stop. And
All right, I will fetch you a doctor, you big baby.
my compatriot here could use some more bullets.
Stay here and try not to blow anything up this time.
Yeah, no promises, but
I'll have a boy come by in the morning, maybe a bit sooner with a doctor for you, and we'll get you kitted out, and then you will go over there and you will deal with this problem.
that was the plan, and I think we should stick to it.
All right then, and she leaves.
I check for bourbon.
Give me a search roll.
That is 5d12.
You know, Madam Serena, there's likely to be bourbon.
Yeah.
Gotta be somewhere.
She's probably hiding it on us, though.
Oh, well, yeah.
Check the stove.
Would you leave bourbon out in a place like this? This is definitely not in the good part of town.
This isn't even in the part of town.
The best I got was a 7.
Well, let's see how she did. Yeah, let's give her. Let's say she's. She got a 10.
Yeah.
She successfully hid the bourbon.
So we can smell it, but can't find it.
That's just...
Yeah, infuriatingly.
Yeah.
After an hour in here, you're sure you can smell bourbon.
Yeah.
That's just damn cruel. And it also occurs to me that we're basically the Weird West equivalent of Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, hell hath no fury, my friend. All right, let's see where she dumped us. Let's get a.
No, you guys did Lethal Weapon last game.
Yeah.
Tango and Cash?
So, poking our heads out, are we in the bad part of town? Are we out of town? Where exactly are we?
You're.
Now that we have a moment.
It's not so much the super bad part of town. It's the low rent part of town.
Cool. Is this an actual low rent part of town, or are we close to where the miners work?
Semi-close-ish. Like, this would be where some of the wealthier miners might actually...
Good.
Maybe like 3 or 4 of them throw in to rent a place and then just have like a flop house so they don't have to stumble back drunk to the barracks.
Nice. I don't know about you, but I don't come from mining stock.
Do I look... What are these hands? Like, seriously? Like...
Yeah. That is... I'm a bit frightening how effete those are.
Mm-hmm.
Did I use that word right?
Probably not.
Ah, damn. All right. Madam Serena's going to be away for a few hours at best. Maybe if we take some of this time to extend the old olive branch to some of the workers, we might be able to...
Area knowledge.
Yeah. I also have it.
Well, does it give you a specific area, or does it
Just says area
Oh,
knowledge.
yeah, no. Area knowledge is like where you're from, kind of.
Oh, okay.
So it's not really where you're going that you haven't been before. It's stuff like if you guys were in Washington,
Then we would know stuff.
Streetwise.
that will work. Give me a streetwise roll.
Okay, so that's 66. Okay. Best I got was a 5.
Okay. Oh, it's not bad. You can probably
guys
find like the cheap saloon around here. Now, with that said, she is sending a doctor by for.
Well, I'm not going far.
for Mr. Stone. So unless Mr. Change wants to go out, and
I'll go get us some bourbon.
You step out. I'll wait here.
So I'm gonna go and put my double shot Derringer and my hashtag not so trusty knife.
yes,
And I'm gonna make my way to the saloon and buy a bottle of bourbon.
okay. It is a fucking cheap saloon. Mind you, your clothes look like you got in a bar fight and then an explosion, and you're covered in mud from kneeling beside a bleeding corpse. So
You're still the best dressed guy in the bar.
you're the best dressed guy, but your clothes are not in as normally like an immaculate state as usual.
He actually fits in a little.
I walk in and be like, bottle of bourbon.
Bottle of bourbon? Mister, you got a lot of money to spend right there. And he quotes you a price that is kind of stupid, and it's obvious that he is trying to rip you off.
What would be appropriate there? Bluff? Leadership? Persuasion?
Persuasion sounds good, so 60-10.
All right.
There's a 10. We'll roll. Let's see if you get any more 10s.
2 10s.
All right.
19.
2 9, both 9s, both 10s and then both 9s. Wow.
If anything, we're consistent.
Yeah, you didn't roll a 6. Okie dokie. And he was how are you persuading him?
Look, man, do I look like some fucking yahoo? I stole these clothes from someone and went back to working. Come on. Give me a fucking bottle at the right damn price.
Okay, maybe just kind of accidentally, quote-unquote, flash your Derringer a little bit. Suggest that you are definitely not a man to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And he considers it. Takes a bottle of bourbon out. It is cheap-ass bourbon.
Good
It's
enough.
mostly ink.
The sour mash is a little extra sour.
But we'll get us bashed.
Oh.
Yep. And he takes your money, and then you make your way up. While this is happening,
I'm up front smoking a cigarello and like polishing my gun and like.
but the ghost is just beside you.
Oh god damn it!
Why aren't you dead yet? Why aren't you dead yet? You're mine. Why aren't you dead yet?
Listen, I've certainly had more than ample opportunity to get myself dead. You belong to somebody else, and I'm seeing to it he goes in the ground. I'm not who you think I am. God damn you.
And eventually, a guy in just kind of shabby but well-to-do wear comes by. He's got a doctor's bag.
As I'm like loading my gun and like polishing it and muttering to myself.
You Sergeant Stone?
Haven't gone by that name in some time, but yes.
I'm Doc Mathers. Why don't we head inside?
Indeed.
And he starts checking you over. He's like, well, good news is, don't look like nothing's broken. Bad news is, you might want to keep from getting hit in the ribs a few more times.
I'll explain that to the various folks who want to do such a thing.
Well, you explain that good, because you take too much more, and they are going to break on you. Let me tell you, son, I don't know if you've ever had a broken rib before, but they are not a treat.
No, I'll take your word on that.
All right, well, he gives you some painkillers, which is likely just straight laudanum. It's straight morphine or straight laudanum.
Yeah, I'd be laudanum.
And he bandages you up. We will upgrade your wound level back to only a -1.
Yay!
And we will fully restore your wind.
Oh, great. Mighty kind of you, Doc.
Well, tell the lady you already paid for my services.
Who else do you work for around here?
I see the miners mostly.
He sort of and like,
Patch him up after bar fights.
We'll sit down and pass him a cigarello if he's interested. Because
Yeah, sure. Yep. He lights up. Mighty kind of you.
Not at all, Doc. Coughing with his fractured ribs.
Well, they're not. Yeah. Well, they're
They're not broken. They're just like on the verge.
Yeah.
You seen anything weird amongst the miners? Something that don't make sense for regular ghost rock mining cave-ins and such?
He looks a bit cagey. You want to? You got like a persuasion skill or?
I've got. I could try to intimidate this out of him.
The alternative is you could make a straight up Mien check.
Give her a go. See what happens.
Fuck it.
You got a D10.
I got a D10. I still got those fate points. I got a 6. That's a number.
So's 1.
But I mean, my target is a number, right?
He got a 6.
Oh, shit.
He got an 8. So, at this point, you will fail, or you can spend one of your fate points. Spend a white chip, it'll give you another roll. Spend a red chip, it will add a die to the number that you rolled.
I feel like he knows something. And,
He rolled a 6.
I like the idea of adding a...
He got an 8, so... It's your gamble. If you spend the red, you will almost certainly succeed.
I think I'm going to go with a certain success, and I'm going to save that white one for Harlan Bliss.
All right. So roll me one more D12 or D10. Don't get a 1.
Has a 3.
3 will beat his 8.
Skin of the teeth.
Well, it's a funny thing about the miners. Some of them don't come back. Now, I mean, you'd think that would be pretty standard. They might move on or something, but some of them's on some pretty strong medications that they'd need to see a licensed physician like myself for.
Indeed.
A few of them ain't filled out their chits in a few weeks.
How many's a few, Doc?
Well, I couldn't necessarily say because only if some of them see me, but more than you'd expect.
Indeed. I also imagine you see a lot of fellas laid up.
Yeah,
Man
most...
in the throes of agony is liable to say all sorts of crazy things.
Well, hear some talk sometimes about Vein 6.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of folk who talk about it mainly don't want to go back there.
Yeah. A lot of strange business, that, ain't it?
Yep. But I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm just the doctor.
No, of course, Doc. You know a great many things, but not about that.
Yeah. Well, I think I said more than I ought to, but you've been seen to, so you take care now, you hear?
Mighty kind, Doc.
And about this time, Wes, you'll come back in passing the doctor while he's on his way out.
Evening, Doc.
Evening, sir. You might want to tell your friend to take it easy.
That's what this is for.
Yeah, you might not want to necessarily mix that with what I gave him, but you help yourself.
Thanks for the heads up, Doctor.
So are you actually taking the laudanum for the pain, or?
Hell yes.
Okay. When you come in, Stone is pretty much passed out in the bed.
Well,
In the only bed.
Yeah.
I kick back and kick up some chairs and watch over my good friend and get right shit-faced.
Okay. Give me a, let's call it, vigor check. Your vigor is 2d6. Let's see how you work with getting shit-faced.
2 ones. I can just feel it coming on. No, well...
A 6.
6
Roll again.
explodes.
Yeah, 6 explodes.
7.
7. You're not too hungover in the morning. But when Madame Sarita comes in, though, she does find both of you passed out.
Yeah. I just imagine, like, I'm in the chair with, like, the bottle still, like, kind of half in my hand, like...
Drooling on your cooler?
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. And I think, like, in the haze of the laudanum as he's laying there, 3/4 passed out, Stone rambles a bit about his past. And yeah, he talks a lot about the charge in the village and fire. And doesn't cry, but he shakes a bit in his sleep.
So, while you're doing that, we'll have a little flashback moment. It's like in blurry, almost like black and white. And describe this to us.
Yeah, I'm seeing that he's on high ground over a town, and his his sort of unit of guys, they've just returned from some sort of exercise in the field, some sort of patrol. He's not sure what in the cinematography of it. And they get there just as another group of horses leaves town on the far side of town. And as they go, the last guy is coming, and you can see he's got some sort of brand that's on fire. And he's putting light to things, and the little all the little buildings just go up. And Stone in the flashback loses it and sort of orders everybody to charge down the hill. And they wheel around sort of the basin that this little village is in, trying to cut off these other guys as they ascend. And they don't quite make it. You can see he knows he's not going to quite make it. Once they get about halfway around, they're trying with their rifles to see if they can slow anybody down. It's not working. They're ditching bags. They're riding as hard as they can. They get to the top, and Calhoun's the last guy.
Yeah. Calhoun, holding the burning brand. Just laughing.
Laughing like a maniac at the top of the ridge, and his horse sort of like whinnies and rears, and he turns, and the firelight is against his face. And Stone sort of screams and fires his last shot at him, and it goes totally wide. It's too far away. Yeah. And Calhoun rides off laughing. And then they head back into town, and you can see it's just destroyed. Everybody's slaughtered.
Oh, yeah. And because it's specifically this very, very... it's a civil war. It's a free slave town.
Yeah, of course.
And it is just, yeah. And that's you and Calhoun right there.
That's our history. That's where it started.
So I'm passed out.
Yeah, because you are heroic and vengeful. And meanwhile, the very drunk Mr. Change is you just get visions of your dead wife.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I imagine her being like somebody who was like a really like good with horses and animals and stuff like that, to play into that kind of like drawback thing.
And like the opposites.
Yeah. You know what? She was a veterinarian.
Yeah, and I'm kind of imagine that like when I get woken up, I'm like the first thing is Sarah.
Yeah. Whereas when you wake up with the door creak, Will, you're going to wake up with a gun in your hand.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up and on his feet with the gun in his hand.
No, you're lying there with like sitting up with the gun in your hand
nice. Yeah.
Dude.
I do not, because I am not as quick as you.
Yeah.
I'm actually probably drunk enough to not be woken.
Your chair falls back over Wes.
Okay.
Yeah. Bottle spills. You catch yourself from actually getting hurt, but yeah. And Madame Serena just standing in the door. She's got a new dress on. She's very clean looking. She's got 2 carpet bags with her. Well, that is the kind of welcome I have come to expect from you two.
Now, Miss Serena, you must forgive us for our jumpiness, considering the hospitality we enjoyed the last time he came into our room.
You're high and he's drunk.
This is medicinal.
So is this.
Uh-huh. Well, you boys better be able to hold your medicine. And she puts the 2 carpet bags down. Because I got your gear from the room.
Thank God for small miracles.
Indeed.
And you open it up, Wes, and there's speed loaders for your Gatling pistol in there.
Yeah, gonna belt up, make sure I'm all...
Your rifle's in there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You know what? I talked with that nice man from the Comstock Company, and I think I could get you two over to Vein 6, but you have to come now.
Say no more.
Yeah, you show the way.
And she leads you to it's a wagon. It is a wagon full of hay, and it's being led by some donkeys. For the horses.
Naturally.
Climb in and cover yourselves.
You say that like we haven't done this before, Miss Serena.
Oh, yeah, but because you brought your bags, you do have changes of clothing and stuff, so...
Oh, nice. So, change out so that we don't look quite so abhorrent.
That would be a sneak check.
I think we're sneaking.
I think you're sneaking.
5d10 for me.
Holy shit, you are a sneaky son of a bitch. 2d8 for me. Man, not so great. Got 5.
Okay. 5 is your basic...
There's a basic, I did okay.
Okay, 110.
All right, well, let's see what that 10 explodes into.
14.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're fine.
Yeah.
Like, she...
It's not like she's not a pro, too.
Exactly. And there's a man driving the wagon. She calls him Pablo.
Nice.
He is obviously up from Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk back and forth in Mexican Spanish, which I think one of you actually has language for it, or is that for the... No, that's if one of you was a Texas Ranger, right?
Yeah.
You don't understand a word of it. She seems to be completely fluent in it.
You know, I'd be surprised, except for all that French I heard her speaking down in New Orleans.
Later on, I will show you the archetype picture in the book for what I based her on, based on what you guys have said about her.
Nice.
And some money changes hands. And he seems perfectly happy to take you guys into camp. He's like, I don't care. Pretty woman's giving me money.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, we...
Yeah, he says, you two don't cause trouble. Don't make sounds.
Don't make a sound.
Yep. And
Can we see out of our hiding spots?
not really, but you can hear.
Okay, well then, keeping the old peepers on. What is our auditory journey into Vein 6?
So, bumping and you hear that he obviously gets stopped at a gate, and they're asking. He's like, I've got hay for the horses, and they hassle him a little bit, but I have papers for the hay for the horses. I'm like, well, yeah, fine, get on in there. And you hear sounds of working men. You hear sounds of the basic kind of industrial noises you'd expect around a mine.
Yeah.
And then the wagon stops, and he kind of knocks on the side. He's like, "Hey, say, you got to get out now."
I'm not gonna wait. Out we go.
Yeah, hop up.
Okay. He's pulled you into what is otherwise an empty barn.
Nice.
That there's just like hay around,
Good.
and it's just like loose hay.
It's the hayloft.
Yeah, except it's not a loft. But yes,
Well,
exactly.
It is a loft, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, this is just a larder for the various stock animals.
exactly.
Or work animals, I should say. Mm-hmm. Cool. So yeah, just peer out some windows.
Yep. No, there aren't any windows, but you can kind of peer up between boards, and it looks like you're just kind of in a largely empty, just storage part of the camp.
Okay. Hey, Pablo?
See.
Yeah. You care to provide us with a bit of guidance as to what's where? And he sort of hands him a stick.
Just...
To draw it. We're here.
Oh.
Make an explanation.
Okay.
Vein 6.
You got any money on you, senor? She just paid for me to get you in.
According to this, I have $235, which is a fucking lot of money.
Yeah, you're fucking loaded, bro.
Yeah, like...
You're funded by the Pinkertons.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but like his has 56. I have $235. I've obviously been way better with my money, probably because I keep stealing it from you
Yeah.
via poker. I give him a dollar bill.
When you get paid in company script, usually that's a shit ton of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thinking of a million ways out of the best. I've never even seen a dollar bill. Let me see the dollar bill. Let me see the dollar bill.
Yeah. And he says it's not the best sketch.
Yeah.
But he's like, okay, you are here. It's
Yep.
Vein 6 entrance is over here. He scribbles another one.
Yeah.
Guards.
They walk around in shifts.
Okay.
Yeah. How many shifts?
Single
No
pairs?
comprende. Dos.
Dos pairs? Okay.
Okay. And sort of like 6-shooters or...
Rifle.
Okay. All right.
No pistolerios.
Guard shack.
He thinks about it and he kind of draws one off to the side, opposite where you're going.
Okay. Good enough.
Good enough.
I go now. I'm not
Yeah, gracias.
not with you.
Gracias.
And he takes he starts
and-
forking over the hay out.
Stone kicks the
Yeah.
dirt map.
Okay.
All right, let's watch for these pistoleros. Or,
Yeah.
They said no pistolero.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there are no guys with pistols, just guys with rifles.
Yeah. Yeah, let's keep an eye for the guards.
What's your plan?
I say blow up the guard shack and then make our way to the mine.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we need is a diversion.
Needs a diversion.
Hashtag diversion. So yeah, let's sneak our way over to the guard shack. Best way to do that is to look like guards.
So you just keep an eye out for the guards. You
Keep
both
an
want to
eye
make
out for
me search checks?
Okay.
I'll give you a scrutinize, actually, if you have it.
Oh, I scrutinize. That's why I both are the same thing.
Oh yeah.
5d12.
Dear God. Okay, I can understand how they wrote the system now.
Okay, so I got a 25.
Sweet zombie Jeebus.
I only rolled an 11.
You definitely spot the guards.
Yeah.
You pick them out. They're literally just strolling around. They're not wearing uniforms per se, but they're all kind of dressed slightly better than everyone else. They look thuggish.
Yeah.
They definitely give off the vibe of probably being ex-military. Union or Confederacy, you're not sure.
Doesn't matter. They're soldiers for hire.
They've got modern rifles over their shoulders.
Okay.
Someone has definitely equipped these guys well.
Okay.
And they patrol in pairs, and they don't really do a whole lot.
They mostly just walk in circles.
They're mainly making sure that the workers aren't stealing anything. You see them shaking a guy down, and he has some ghost rock hidden in his pocket. And
Yeah. Gets a thorough whooping and sent off.
gets a rifle butt to the face, and then they haul him off.
Nice.
These are definitely the local bully boys. You'd reckon there's probably maybe 10 to a dozen of them kicking around in various locations, judging by what you can see around here.
Okay. So I think I'm just watching for some that are going to come close to one of the doors to this loft so we can...
Sure, you spend a bit of time waiting. I'm going to count your stealth rolls as still being in effect,
Okay.
and we'll see if they can find you.
Oh, shit. Double shit.
I'm going to count as 14. Wes is 14.
Yay!
They don't spot you, though one of them does look like he thinks he might have seen you. And he kind of he shouts over. He's like, anyone in there? And Pablo shouts back, Si, senor. Pablo, with the hay, for the horses. All right, boy, will you get done fast and get on out of here? We got a lot more horses coming in. We're going to need a lot more hay. And then they walk by. What do you guys want to do?
I think...
You're going to try and knock him out from behind, or?
I think maybe just, like, the classic, like, throw a rock, just, like, make a noise and make some question and come back. And then, yeah.
Just one of you guys want to make a bluff check?
That's probably my kind of 5d6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing.
All right.
Compared to fucking nothing.
Oh, here. I can actually just... My Borderlands dice are over here. So here, take 5d6. In fact, I'm just going to throw more d6s onto the table, because Lord knows we've needed them.
Oh, man.
Do you want to spend one of your white chips? See if you can...
Reroll.
Oh, God, I love that sound.
It's so
Reroll one die.
Just one die?
Yeah, you're just adding one die.
And the best I had was a 4, so...
Hey!
Oh, 6. 7. That'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You throw the rock. There's like, hey, I heard something, Herman. And they start heading over to check it out.
Cool. I think Stone's gonna, like, there's a hayloft we established. He's gonna get up and, like, over on a rafter so that once they come in, he's gonna jump
Well,
down.
you know, you're throwing it away because they already know that someone's in the hay barn.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I want them to stop and look so I can grab him and pull him in then.
Yeah, I'm going to try and grab and pull the other one in there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, both you give me fighting checks.
Great.
Fighting brawling at 40-10.
I got 3d8.
I'm going to give you both...
Some sort of advantage, because...
I'm going to give you a +2 to your rolls just because you've got the drop on them. So take your highest number and add 2 to it. It will not cause an explosion.
Damn it.
Unless it goes naturally, of course.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be...
10, 15.
I got
And-
8.
That'll do it. You both get them. Now you're going to have to make the roll to see if you can hold them.
Okay. What kind of roll is that?
Same roll as before.
Okay.
You are not going to get the bonus this time, though.
No, 'cause now it's more of a fair fight.
Yeah. Now they're struggling with you.
Which is the worst kind of fight?
9.
7.
Oh boy. First guy rolls 7, so put that against Wes's 9. You're good. Next guy. Oh, rolls an 11, which is going to beat your 7. Would have beaten Wes's 9, too.
Yeah.
And he starts struggling against you. I'm going to say that you clamped a hand over his mouth so he can't shout, but he gets an elbow into those bad ribs of yours. And yeah, your grip on him kind of weakens. Wes, you knock yours out.
Yeah. Like the secret agent man that I apparently am.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, your brawling is amazing.
yeah.
You are the kicker of asses.
You got some chop sake training there.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, I think this is my... well, let me take a look here. Is there a discrete skill for weapon fighting?
Fighting, I think.
Just fighting?
Yeah, do you want to pull your boot knife on him?
I was thinking this might be a good time for a trusty boot.
Yeah, give me a quick draw roll.
Yeah, that I can do.
So 4d12.
That's more like it. Or is it?
Oh,
Jesus. 3.
oh, not going to be enough to get out of your boot while you got your arms wrapped around a guy. There's your action, Gunn.
Yeah.
He's going to try and struggle against you. He got a 5.
Kate, what am I opposing that with? Fighting?
Yeah. You have to... Oh, you're good. Yeah, you're
9.
fine. I mean, you keep hold of him, but he's definitely giving you some trouble.
I'm going to go over and kick this guy square in the
You want to try and knife him with your not-so-trusty boot knife?
Actually, yes. I'm going to try and pull out the not-so-trusty boot knife.
I'm developing psychic powers. I'm gonna get stabbed.
Well, give me a fighting check.
Okay, so that's... What would that even be under?
Right,
it's
fighting
under
brawling versus
nimbleness
fighting...
I only have brawling, so it'd just a nimble check, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
This is why it's not so trusty.
Yeah. So I got stabbed, huh?
Your roll failed, and you got a 1 on the roll.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, Will, I'm going to be nice. I'm only going to deal you 1 point of wind damage. It's not a
nice.
deep stab.
But just like, it's just like a surface cut.
Yeah. He twists away as you're going in with the knife, and you hashtag not so trusty knife.
Okay. Okay, so fuck this guy. I'm just gonna try and knock him the fuck out.
Okay, give me a brawling check. Let's see if you can just headbutt him in the face and then maybe slam him into a wall.
There we go.
2 8s. Wow.
So that's a 15 this time.
I will give that to you.
Okay.
You knock him in the face and slam him into a wall.
Okay.
He is unconscious.
It's amazing what you can get when you pay for it around here. Whew.
I put the knife away. That thing is cursed.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it ain't the only thing around here.
I should've-
Let's relieve these fellas of their liberty and get on with it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
tie him up.
Yep. And because it's the Wild West, their clothing amazingly fits you.
How would you guess? Yeah, of course. Also, relieve them of their firearms.
And hog tie them.
And hog tie them, and then throw them in a compromising position together in the hayloft.
No one's going to believe they're in a compromising position when they're both hog tied.
But it's just funny.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. You strip them down to their breeches.
Yeah. And then hop into the hayloft.
Yep.
So then, yeah. Now let's make our way to there's some lanterns in here, yeah?
Yep.
You know what goes great with hay? Kerosene. So
Pablo looks at you guys. He's like,
no, hey.
"Los locos."
No, we're not gonna hurt your precious horses. None of that. We're not gonna hurt you. We're not gonna hurt these fellas. They're just doing their jobs, scumbags though they are. We're gonna burn down the guardhouse though to keep all on that side of town. And thus, I need some of your hay.
Okay, yeah, he'll give you hay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna load it up into a messenger bag and then empty a kerosene lamp into it, and then just be ready to walk over.
Okay, you walk over. You guys will get over there. No problem at this point. You look like you're about your business. The guards don't necessarily know each other all that well.
Exactly. There's all sorts of shift changes and stuff. Looking around, is there, where's the source of water here? Do we got a well? Do we got a tower? Is there
there's like an aqueduct system that they've set up to funnel water over, just because they got to sluice it into the mines as well.
Of course. Yeah, they need water. Cool. So, we set the guard tower. How close is any of the aqueduct supports to this guardhouse?
Not very close.
Damn.
That means they'll have to.
It's going to be, like a bucket brigade kind of thing.
Brigade.
Yeah. All right. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're going to go in, because the chances are if we go in, there's going to be some sort of administrator who might recognize that we don't fucking work here.
Yeah. You want to just toss the satchel through a window?
There's something so impersonal about that chafes me, though. But yeah, I think that's what we're
Give me a deafness check, then.
All right. That I got.
That you got quite a lot. I rhymed.
9.
Fling it through the window. Now, we're going to do something funny here. I want you to call it high or low, odd or even.
Okay, I'll do one, you do the other?
No, just one of you.
Okay. I'm going to say high odd. Oh!
Yeah.
They did not have an extra store of Ghost Rock in the guardhouse.
Oh, but that would have been great.
Great, yeah. Actually, almost would have rather that.
Well, they don't have an extra store, but they may have the stuff that they confiscated.
No.
That's true.
Oh, well.
No crazy spirit bomb for you. But
they
yeah,
do
it's
have a
on
lot of
fire
bullets
now, and
and
both of you
fire.
give me a stealth check. Let's see if any... Actually, it's just you, just you, Will. Give me a stealth check. Let's see if anyone caught you doing it.
Yeah. Nimbleness, come on. 7.
7's a winner.
Yay!
Winner, chicken dinner.
Nobody sees you. We do not say those words.
No.
Not unless you want me to find out some way to make you a Food Channel RPG to play in.
Ooh,
That
part of me kind of wants that, but that's for another time. Right now, cheesing it away.
Yeah, you cheese it. Everyone else is paying attention. From Pablo's rough map, you can figure out where Vein 6 is.
And so I think we run up to Vein 6 and go, guardhouse on fire, we need bucket brigade.
Okay, give me a bluff check.
I can take care of that. Where were the... Every time well, that's 5d6.
Okay. Oh, yeah, just roll however many... I put lots of d6s on the table. I forgot to mention these are the Borderlands dice, but I'm going to make it fairly easy because the guardhouse is obviously on fire.
Yeah, this is not that much of a lie.
Yeah. Oh, they're like, holy shit! And then they start running for it. And we are going to end the game as you two descend into Vein 6.
Nice.
So, for the Terrible Warriors, I'm Derek the Bard from Chase the Muse, and I have been your marshal for this evening of this, the 3rd episode of our game of Deadlands by Pinnacle Entertainment. And I am joined with...
Will Mitchell.
Wes Gunn.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
The Terrible Warriors. We have new episodes every Monday and every Thursday. Changing Stone's got one more episode up its sleeve, so come back next week. And check us out on Monday, because we've returned to the realms of Ravenloft with Mike Dodd through a campaign we're calling Dead by Dawn's Light. Things get dark real fast. 'Tis the season. We've got new campaigns in the works. We're recording new episodes almost every week. And if you'd like to see what we have scheduled, check us out at terriblewarriors.com. It's all on the schedules page. I try to keep it as up to date as I can. And a big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. We have just finished honoring all of the named NPCs that will be included in our campaigns. If you didn't hear your name being used in our Scion special that has already been released, you'll be happy to know we used all of the other names in our Embers of the Jedi campaign. Now, that's the good news. The frustrating news for you is you'll have to wait till December to hear those episodes, but that's because we wanted to coincide our new Star Wars chapter with the release of Rogue One. But spoiler alert, Mike Dodd's done it again. And if you would like to become a non-player character in one of our campaigns, consider supporting us at patreon.com/terriblewarriors. Don't worry, if you've already been an NPC, we'll use your name again. We'll take a name of a friend. We'll take a name of one of your PCs from a game that you've played. We'll work with you to find a way to work that name into the setting that we're using. You can follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors. And you can always let us know how you think through feedback@terriblewarriors.com. And until we meet again, dear listener, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for listening and sharing and reviewing. As far as I'm concerned, you are a terrible warrior.